Now do nothing, even no need of the mantra. Remain as you are. Why I stress that you live into the state of doing nothing. In fact, all meditation and mindfulness practices results leaves you in the state of doing nothing. You remain as a knower, a witness. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your both of arms, place it on your eyes, open the eyes inside. Know your experiences, and now we will share our experiences to progress. So, how are you, Charlie?
Hello.
Hello.
Um, I'm good. My mind was very busy this evening, but I just noticed and let it be busy, and just kept coming back to the breath and just observing. Um, yeah, yeah. I have a question for you, Girish. Um, so my intuition is that we're all the intellect. I mean, the intellect is. Why is it that the mind? Why is it that we can't be in the intellect if that's who we are, and the mind messes it up for us? Does that make sense?
Yes, why we are not in the intellect? Because we do not choose.
Ah,
One reason, one simple answer. We don't choose.
okay.
When we do not choose, this mind is subjected by the preferences, likes, and dislikes, seeking the pleasure outside.
Right.
Second reason. Third reason, by default. Default means that we have been evolved from the mammals, and these animal mind is imprisoned, controlled by the unconscious operation of the nature. So because we are evolved from there, so we also have the same animal mind. And this animal mind prevents the intellect to work unless we make a choice. And the simple answer, we are given an intellect? Yes. You are given an intellect? Yes. That intellect has a freedom of observation? Yes. Freedom of decision making? Yes. Freedom to regulate after making a decision? Yes. Why you are not making? So I'm not choosing. I have not chosen. I have to choose. That freedom is with me, the human race. That freedom is not with the animal being. You, tiger is intelligent, definitely. Their sensory inputs in some areas, their strength is more than us. Very clear. Physically more powerful. But our intellect is much more powerful than the tiger. Tiger, in order to attack, and wanted to kill me only through the paws and the jaws. I have a freedom of intellect. I can kill with the stick, with the sword, with the rifle, with the pistol at a distance. I can put him into the case. Tiger cannot do it. I don't use it. So I don't use it, so the intellect is paralyzed. So the same mind is asking the question, why? Mind wants to live into the present and still is asking why. This is what our master says, ignorance. Did you get it? No worries, even if you don't get it, you will get it by contemplation and reflection.
I'm thinking about it a lot because it's
Yeah, think
if it
about it.
if
Think
it's
in the right
the
direction.
yeah
Don't think with the preferences and the likes and dislikes of the mind.
right right
That is also a thinking. That is a wrong thinking.
right
So we have to think with the principle. Do I have a freedom of intellect or not? I have freedom. Do I have a freedom of decision making? Yes. Who prevents me? The mind. Why it prevents me? Because I'm carried away by the likes and dislikes, attachment, emotional dependence. Again, ask the mind, should I make the decision based on my likes and dislikes or what is right?
right
This type of thinking will help us change, take over the mind,
right and the reflection is
removing the
what
doubt.
right and also saying show me what's right.
So that is why it takes a long time. The mind, that's why it says contact with the teacher, listening and learning from a different perspective with the different explanations. Every time the mind feels enlightened, if the person is a seeker.
Right right thank you.
Okay, thank you. How are you, Mead?
Steadiness. Something
Very good.
about the word steadiness has really dropped into me. When everything is so unsteady right now in every aspect of living, the idea of steadiness just made me feel like I'm at
Yeah,
home.
yeah.
It's okay. I don't have to get hooked on these things that keep, coming through. And to stay steady feels wonderful, actually.
Yes, I could say your mind is going deep inside. That steadiness pertains. The mind is reflecting the steadiness with reference to the real self, not with reference to the mind that is constantly changing, not with reference to the outer situations in the world.
Mm.
They are constantly changing. So again, go back what Charlie has asked, intellect with that freedom to choose, which is constantly changing. That is body, mind, emotions, likes and dislikes. You like anyone, including your honey, the mind gives you dislikes also. Do whatever you want. If the intellect does not make a decision, what is that decision? Honey, whatever the way you are, because you are my honey, so I love you. Finished. Period. So when I have that sense of responsibility, when I move with affection to, for example, here, honey, how dare your honey can harm you? I'm making that statement.
Get what?
How dare your honey can harm you?
Um,
Because you have that consciousness vibrating to the other people. But when the mind lives with the doubt, with the likes and dislikes, the honey also reflects the same likes and dislikes. So I'm more responsible for it. Don't go back into the past memory. When I was talking to the same concept to that woman, and she was totally stuck, her eyes staring into the sky. I said, what happened? No, I went into the memory land. I did all the fault. I'm responsible. I said, don't cry now. Calm down. What you have done, done. Now live your life. That Eastern psychology is so deep. Modern psychology does not. They are on the surface. It is 200 years old. We are 10,000 years old. Not by the time, but more than 3,000 masters have their own unique expression, but principles are the same. So that is the beauty. So it goes very deep. Only that you contemplate and reflect, and now you know that you have this problem, you do the practice, remove it, you practice meditation. Meditation simply means merging the mind into real self. Done. Now, when you have merged, no problem. That is all. Thank you.